After that, I will introduce our presenters. Thank you. And our distinguished guest, welcome to the third session of the Congress, Changing Geopolitics of Central Asia and the Caucasus. And, we have very valuable contributions in the first two sessions. And right now in the third session, we are planned to have six actually presentation, but unfortunately, one of the writers have announced and gave information to us that he will not able to make his presentation. So this means that we will have 5 presentations in the last actually session of the first day of the Congress. And it's a very valuable and well-designed session, as I can say as the moderator. And because, it's a very important issue in the last years about energy geopolitics and also the geopolitical discussions in the Asia. So as a combination of energy and geopolitics issue, this last session, I believe in that, will have a very valuable contribution to the literature. And so let's start with a very valuable presentation about renewable energy in Central Asia and cooperation with the EU. And our first presenter will be Dr. Yıldız Kanapionova from the Ahmet Yesevi University of Kazakhstan. Dear Yıldız, can you hear us? I think your microphone is closed. We cannot. Huh. Yes, you are opening, but we cannot hear your. No, actually, we cannot hear you. And while we are trying to open your actually voice, I also would like to say that, we have limited time, so I will be appreciated from all the presenters to just make their presentations in 12 minutes, and then we will have a question session for 8 minutes for every presenter. So I will also remind you that just you are running out of time as well. Sorry, we cannot hear you still. Okay. Maybe
we can take to the next speaker. Then Faruk is going to send a mail to Yıldız and to overcome this issue. Okay. Faruk is going to send a mail.
So let's continue with our second presenter while your problem has solved. And if you give me the information, I will give you the floor. Our second presenter will be Abdulsamet Haydarov and Amirbek Kanjayev. Are you here? Dear Dr. Abdulsamet Haydarov, are you here? I'm seeing your name. Okay, maybe we can skip to our third presenter then. This is Associate Professor Dr. Gülşen Aydın. Welcome to our Congress. Her presentation will be about the impact of COVID-19 on the geopolitics of Central Asia, a comparative analysis. The floor is yours.
Thank you, dear Chair. First of all, I want to thank to the conference organizers for providing this great platform to share our views. on the region, on Caucasus, on Central Asia. I am Gülşen Aydın. I'm an associate professor at International Relations Department of Atatürk University. My presentation focuses on the impact of COVID-19 on Central Asia. Let me share my presentation if I can. It says screen. Okay, I don't want to waste time. He already skipped 3 presenters. Let me just then make my presentation without the slides. As I said, my presentation is on the impact of COVID-19 on the geopolitics of Central Asia. I'll be trying to make a comparative analysis. The outbreak of the pandemic in late 2019 had an unprecedented impact on the global politics and the functioning of international relations. It is important to address the impact of COVID-19 in the context of Central Asia because it is a region characterized by its geopolitical complexity and economic interdependence. As the pandemic has triggered a range of political, economic, and social challenges that have tested the resilience of regional institutions and governments, it is important to address the impact of the pandemic in Central Asia. Therefore, this conference paper aims to explore this important issue with a focus on Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, and Uzbekistan. Starting with the economic impact, the pandemic has had a significant negative impact on the economies of the region. In fact, the region already experienced an economic shock prior to the first COVID-19 cases being recorded there. The closure of the borders and the declining global demand had a significant impact on short-term economic expectations as the region heavily relied on growth drivers like migrant remittances and exports from extractive sectors. The pandemic has put more strain on the already precarious and vulnerable states of